Okay, it is February 15th, 2021. CBUNI is in its fourth week of the beta test, and the live was expected to be stated to be 3 to 5 weeks, according to their Steam page. So I will be reviewing exactly what I will do going into live. So a bit of introduction. I'm not really sure like if it's too known or not. But I am Asuku. According it's my YouTube channel. It was my name in CBEN. You probably didn't really see me that much because I was a high schooler and I didn't really have much money. So you know how that kind of goes. So my accomplishments. I was in the official tourney after the game released in CBN. I placed into second place the first tourney against I think a 4chan guild. In the second official tourney for CBEN, I was one of the co-leaders of ETF, and we won the tourney. After that, I took a hiatus, I think, and then being no, it was our leader of ETF stopped playing, so he couldn't really do any responsibility. So then we made Charlotte, and I was one of the prominent people of Charlotte, I guess, along with like Hikaru. So, what am I going to do? The very first thing that I'm going to be doing in CBUNI will be going to do Chaos Rooms. Because Chaos Rooms reward you with Chaos Coins so that you can exchange it with the Zero Saver Girl. And my playstyle is Land Gunner. So I will review why I'm grinding these things when we look at the shop. So good Land Gunner cores are AoE Last Flam, this version of Last Flam, and Zero Saver Custom. The difference between this Last Flam and the AoE Last Flam is like it would just be the parts. Like you get this arm, and you get this leg. Aside from that, the only difference between their cores. Oh, and so like I said, these arms and legs are different. So the difference between the AoE Last Flam and this Last Flam is the AoE Last Flam has 9 tech, but the walk is 13 and the fly is 7. So you have the same total stats. You have the same exact HP, the exact cost, capacity, the cartridges. So it really doesn't matter too much if you want to pick this Last Flam or this Last Flam. But I think the best upper core is Zero Saver Custom because he has more total capacity. So Zero Saver Custom has 870 total, but his core cost is 445. So you have a total of 425 free cost to use. And his tech and his walk are pretty substantial. So for AoE Last Flam, you don't have 425 free cost. You only have like 395. Yeah, 395. So the Zero Saver Custom has 30 more free costs, and he has more HP. He has 225 HP versus the 210. So you have 15 more HP. But you're also going to be costing 40 more actually. So that's the very first thing I'll be doing is grinding Chaos Coins so that I can buy this Zero Saver Custom. Or if you really like Last Flam, wink wink, you would just get I personally would just get both Last Flams because they have different parts. You might as well just get one. So I have the normal Last Flam and then the AoE Last Flam. I didn't get the Zero Saver Custom because I didn't really realize that at the time. So onto the next point is the shop. So the reason why I'm grinding chaos coins in the first place is because there aren't really that good land hoppers for gunners. Like, because my playstyle is land gunners. So you don't want to go zero saver because you're paying a premium for this core. Like, look at the 475 for this. I see some people use Estus as the core because they can use like the Estus charge. Like I think this is the core, like where they just glow, and I don't know. To me, that's not gonna cut it because like you're land gunner, you don't really want to run up and smack them. I'm not really sure how this will do against melee because melee is actually one of the banes of land gunners. Because we generally don't have that much toughness, so we just get smacked around. So, Froglanders. Froglanders, they're still pretty good, even though you can't use Handy Laser, you can't use Handy Bazooka in CBUNI. They're still good because you can still run a Kamikaze Froglander build. So that covers the bots, the purchasable bots that I have found in the shop. So now my next subject is I will review the weapons. And I don't know, like the weapons, they're just all right. I'll review the notable ones that I have personally tested. Pierce gun, it feels the same. It's just mediocre. Like you'll do fine against like a lot of stuff, but like you're not really gonna excel. But like if you want like just a very safe pick, you can go Pierce gun, but I think there's a better alternative. So let's see. The next gun looks to be, where is it? Why is it not? Okay, I'll just get onto it. So I've tried Rage Machine Gun. There it is. This gun, we currently have a very strong version of the Rage Machine Gun. So I've actually used this weapon a decade ago when it was on Subladeco's channel, is ETF versus Eternal Force Blizzard. I used that on an XL Saber Hopper. And even like then, it was a nerfed version of the one that we have in CBUNI. So since it's better than the one that I was using a decade ago, this thing absolutely melts. I'm probably going to release a video eventually about the Froglander Rage Machine Gun. But this thing is one of the best weapons currently as of the 15th February 2021. I don't know if it will remain like this because it is absurdly strong, and Cyberstep just absolutely hates land gunners having good weapons. Like what they did to Blade Gun, they just absolutely neutered it. 8 Vulcan, I don't think is going to be that good. Because look, I already struggle with range on the Rage Machine Gun, and that thing's only 160 range. This thing's going to be 110 range, and it's a LL, so you have to use a large bot. LL bolt gatling, I tried this. They've changed gatlings before in a patch in the beta. They reduced the range, and the range just really hurts us. Because then we have to get even closer to the other bots, and potentially gets like melee'd easier. So because of the range nerf, it like means you're probably going to get flinched more because they're going to be closer to them, and there's a charge up time before you can even shoot it. So I don't know. Let's see the next one. I haven't really played with rifles. I did like long ago, but I didn't do them in beta or CBUNI. Strike rifle, this thing just looks awful. I never tried it. So power shooter and suppress shooter. They are. The suppress shooter is fun. I like this weapon, but it's not like, because the range is 225. You're gonna be hurting against the range, against like a long range matchup. Because I've tuned this. You can see I have owned one. I tuned this with 2 high shooters, and the range only got up to 270 range. The base range of an air gun that I see is about 275. Let's see. Plasma B cannon, 275. B blast ray gun, 275. Megatron rifle, 275. So like, just their base stats of air weapons are already greater than a 2 high shooter tuned suppress shooter. I tried power shooter. I rate this kind of like along the lines of Pierce gun. It's just okay. You absolutely cannot fight melees though, so it's good against like the air, the artillery matchup, but it's like it's just okay. Now moving on to the S blast railgun. If you wanted like a general all-around gun, this is probably the gun of choice. It has good range, and the force is alright. So for my testing, I have this thing at 2 high shooter, and I think like just normal speed. It was like the cheapest one. I couldn't really fit much cost on it, but anyways, the blast railgun does good, better than the power shooter and the Pierce gun against the against the artillery and the air and the support matchup. It does not do so well against a mirror match like a landhopper, nor does it do that well against the melees that just go into your ball, because the projectile gets blocked by your fellow teammates. So you generally have to like ignore the ball melees using this railgun. But it's very solid. But like, you're still a land gunner, so keep that in mind. Ceramic burner, I fucked with this, but no. I tried it, trying to recreate like something that melts. But if you want to melt people, that's the Rage machine gun. Die shuriken gun. Wait, what? It says own 0. Well, I have one of these. It's on my bot right now. So, the Die Shuriken gun, the main problem with the Die Shuriken gun is that the projectile gets stopped by missiles. So, for example, if a Sturbanger is alphaing, like bursting you with using all his missile launchers, the Shuriken gun's projectiles gets blocked by those missiles. So you will lose the trade by a bursting Sturbanger. And that just feels really bad. And the range is very comparable to the Rage machine gun. It's 175. So the Die Shuriken gun currently does not beat the Rage machine gun in terms of melting people. The blade gun was an amazing weapon. The tracking didn't really get changed. But it just doesn't do the damage. Like it's probably good in a long drawn out fight, but when you have alpha airs hitting you for over 100 plus, I even have like Sturbangers, they're alphaing me for like 80 plus through my blast guard. It's just you just can't do long drawn out fights. Like you can probably do this to pick off people that are low HP because it's very accurate. But after they nerfed it, I just haven't been using my blade gun. So, parts. Oh yeah, there's a notable mention is Psycho Formula for his leg. You only need to buy it once, and then you can buy it from the shop for just 10 RT from here on. Let's see, where is it? Psycho Formula, there it is. So, before, I would mainly be using last flam legs for my hoppers, because they have an extra booster slot. But as you can see, I'm not even using the extra booster slot. and like the AoE last flam, and the normal last flam leg. Oh, no, this isn't. Where is it? Well, the normal last flam leg, they both have boosters on, like a booster slot on their leg joint. Oh, leg. So what I did on this build was I just used the Psycho Formula leg instead because it's a lower profile, and I remember this being a good leg. I need to do more research to see if like there's a better leg. But right now the Psycho Formula leg is pretty standard. But here's my last flam leg, and then here's the Psycho Formula. So the profile is slightly smaller, which is good for hoppers. So I'll just kind of review what I've like tested with. As you can see, the Pierce gun. I did triple high shooter. The Aqua Parasol. This used to be a good weapon. I just don't think it's good anymore. Like the railgun is much better because they both have the charge of time. Like, oh, it's even listed as a railgun. So yeah, don't even do this. The S Blast railgun is a lot better. The suppress shooter. Let's see. It's 2 high shooters and I did rapid. I enjoyed suppress shooter. Like, it's just you're really hurting for range, but the DPS is nice. If you want to like sink some money into it, then by all means. Power shooter, I would not recommend. Just no. I tried messing with the saber rifle, but that thing is 170 cost. It was just too much. It was like so for this, that's let's see, 60, 20. So that's 85 cost I can use. So that's like 1 high shooter and 2 normal shooters for this saber rifle. And then let's see what I tuned this thing with. Oh, just a rapid. Okay, so yeah, 2 high shooters and a rapid. I couldn't really fit force, so I kind of just chose something that I think was low cost, and that was speed. Because you can't go wrong with more speed. Let's see. That's not a land. Yes. I love the Rage Machine Gun. Like it's just so strong. But because the range is so short, it's at 192. Even with 2 high shooters, you're basically a melee, but not. Like, it's a pretty unique playstyle. Well, I wouldn't really say unique anymore. Like in this current meta, you normally just like you poke at them, and then you just go back and then heal. For a Rage Machine Gun build, it's doubtful that you'll make it out alive because you have to get so close to them. But if you can get those high priority targets and like actually get close enough where you can hit them with a Rage Machine Gun, you will absolutely melt their HPs and you will probably kill secure whatever you're trying to do before you die. And then the Die Shuriken gun, just no. Just no. Okay, so an example loadout. What I will probably do, what I'm gonna be doing, is gonna be like this. It's gonna be the Blast Railgun, and it's gonna be the Rage Machine Gun. And then you can do a flex spot. So you can flex, like I was testing out with this Negatron rifle. It's pretty solid. Like, so for land hoppers, I think these two guaranteed. And then my flex slot, depending on if either it's like a more melee focused lobby or a more air focused lobby, because they both destroy land gunners. I'm not sure if the Scram Launcher will cut it anymore, because the Scram Launcher loses, it collides with other missiles and it gets blown up. So I need to look for something else for artillery, but For air, definitely Negatron rifle with the sit-in core. So anyways, that is what I am going to be doing. Oh, Natasha, notable mention. I still see a lot of Natasha. People like her. Like, one of my friends like her because she's a Moabot. I don't think she's going to cut it. She's like a bruiser playstyle, but it's really good against the range matchup. But if there's like a melee matchup, you just don't even, you just die. A majority of them will use Chivalry Guard, but like I played Natasha without Chivalry Guard. Kind of just, I had like 32 walk right now. No, I think it was like 34 walk, 40 tech on this bot. But I took the tunes off and put it like elsewhere. Like I took the wings off. It's on my Froglander now. This used to be my Natasha one. So I'll probably definitely make a Negatron rifle build as a flex, and then I need to figure out what to do for my artillery slot flex. Or you could just run a third landhopper because you just really love landhoppers so much. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time.